Yo Rana everyone, and welcome back to FM Tahiti. In this episode we're going to be taking on the Spearheads again, so we've already played them on camera, but we're going to be playing them in the Mutiny Trophy, which is the kind of local, or I say local, it's the regional cup for teams from Austral Islands, Bass Islands, the Marquesas Islands, the Gambier Islands. I think it's basically everyone but the teams from Tahiti. The teams from Tahiti broken up into their two kind of regional cups. It's not worth a lot in terms of reputation. It's not worth a lot in terms of money and stuff like that. You get a little bit of prize money as you go through. Not a huge amount, but it all adds up. Keeps you kind of hopefully in the black. We've got a match now against the Spearheads. Only a few rounds as well, so it doesn't take too long to get to the final. It's nice to win it, but it's not like a massive kind of game changer. In fact, the board even care. They just want us to be competitive. They're not expecting us to pull up trees, as the saying goes. So we'll play that in a second. Schedule-wise, I think the last match we had was against Hitiraa, which was a draw, and then we lost against Moria, the Yellow Lizards, in the league. So that's put us sort of 10th-ish, 7 points after 6. We're okay. I think we're going to survive this season. Unless something horrible happens, which is obviously a cue for something horrible to kind of happen. Anyone else to come on? We've not really got much depth, have we? So it's not like there's many options for us to worry about. But we've got Tahiti and Riviera starting, so hopefully they'll do well. I was tempted to rotate the team a bit, but like I mentioned, there's not much actual depth, so it's not like we could rotate a huge amount of players in who would do well. And I want to get kind of morale up. I want us to win as much silverware as we can. So I want to treat the cup relatively seriously, unless, it's one of those ones where either we do really well at this or we do really well in the league. And at the moment, it's too early. Oh, already lost the ball. Got it back there. There we go. That's what this highlight's all about. Just tackle after tackle. So these regional cups, not worth much for the rep. They don't give you much of a boost, not much of a prize thing. Just kind of for the prestige of it. And they're a good kind of, almost like a training cup, in that it takes place sort of during the first half of the season. I think the final, the final is held on Valentine's Day or somewhere around then. So it's done and dusted by about February. And then the main sort of FA Cup, Tony was almost through. The main cup, the FA Cup way, does kind of matter a bit more. It doesn't actually start until just before Christmas. So it gives you a chance to kind of dust off the cup cobwebs, get going. There used to be that this was a much smaller cup. So in the FM19, if you've watched any of my FM19 videos for the Tahiti one, the Mutiny Trophy was just Austral Islands, Gambier and Tuamotun all together. Marquesas had their own island, competition for their islands, but we kind of combined them in it for this one. And it's knockout as well. I almost just went past this first match because I thought it's the first match. Doesn't matter, because in FM19 it was a group cup match before it went to kind of like a knockout final. So I thought, it's probably important we play some of them, at least in this first season, so you can see what it's all about. You can learn a bit more about it if you've not watched any of my other videos before. They're knocking it about reasonably well. Sarfraz, who is our local keeper, seems to be doing alright, instead of our sub. Oh, he's kept that on, has he? He didn't look like that was on, to be honest. It looked like he stopped it off the pitch. Oh, I thought I was in. Some kind of deflection's gone on there. Showing some potential. We're not amazing yet. And yeah, obviously no camera for this episode. I just had some problems getting it to work. I basically have to cycle through all the resolution settings until I get to the resolution setting I know works. And then sometimes the camera will show up. I don't know what it is or what I'm doing wrong. Oh, there we go. Tahiti. We're all lining up for that one. Johan Tahiti gets his 3rd goal of the season. He's going to be good for us. Come on. Yeah, there's a couple of people there lining up for that one. Yes, no camera just because I couldn't be bothered going through that. I've only got kind of my lunch break to play this in at the moment. So I thought I'd give that a go. I say lunch break, it's not really my lunch break. It's my self-imposed lunch break between other things I've got to do. But also I'm just not feeling very well. Looking a bit rough. Penalty. Can Sarfraz save this? Don't think so. It's going to his right. Nah, I was wrong. He still can save it. I did say his right. So, the keeper's right, maybe. But okay, I've pulled it back. I really don't want it to go to extra time. I think I've got a big enough squad to be messing around with extra time if I can help it. There. Got in for Tony. Oh, and he has someone over, if only you'd noticed. Come on. Good save. I mean, poor defending, but good save. Go on, Riviera. Let's get the counter-attack on. Pushing forwards. Might actually be some... Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm looking forward to this season. It's actually been a few days since I played this, but it's been on my mind. Right, 1-1. We're doing reasonably well. Time to keep going. Make some subs maybe the 70th minute. Depending on what's going on. There's also the fact that if we do well in the cup and actually get through to the final, we've picked up a little bit of extra cash, which will keep us afloat. It's only a small amount of cash. It's only a few grand for each round. Plus, I think 5 overall for everyone for taking part. But it'll all add up considering there's so little prize money on offer across the leagues. Go on, push forwards. Oh, a bit of a mix-up. We take advantage of it there. Over to Tony. That'll do. Back in front again. It was a dangerous ball in, but then they messed it up. Riviera picks it up. Put him through. Just held on to it for too long. Tony. Oh, cheeky touch there. That would have been an amazing hat trick. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this tactic does this season because we've not got a perfect set of players for it. Compact post. Offside. Massively offside. Yeah, look, at least he never once comes back on side. I think I mentioned before I'm playing a save with Whitby Town, using the same tactic. And I've just completed a season with them where we were the top goal scorers for the league using this tactic. But we're also something like third from the top in terms of the amount conceded, like as a value, not like how good our defence was. So we'd scored the most and conceded like the third most amount of goals as well, which left us kind of mid-table. Because we had a good team, but our defence was a bit ropey. You can probably tell from that stat. So I'm wondering what it's going to be like for us. Are we going to have a nice balanced squad where we do well at both, or is it going to be one or the other, or are we just going to be terrible across the board? I have a feeling our attack's decent, Realise I say that after Tony blasted over the bar. A lot of yellows as well. Yeah, time to sub. Let's freshen things up a bit. Let's bring on Vakatapu. He's a 6'7" giant. He'll be alright there. Let's bring on Tuamotun on the left. And Olivetti Tuamotun on the right. Fresh legs up front and on the wings, which might seem a bit overly aggressive, but I'd rather win 5-4 than draw this one. And also, if we lost, it would be a bit painful because of the... Oh, what a finish. Good feet for a big man. No, you don't want to be near his legs when he's doing that spin. He's cartwheeling around, knocking people out with his massive feet. It's a nice finish. Especially considering where he picks it up. It's not like he was in an amazing position anyway. See, I'm not going to complain about... What's my phone? I'm not going to complain about one-on-ones when I've got my massive striker just stroking it into the back of the net from that distance. I've outplayed them, but we have beaten them in the league as well, so it wasn't that surprising. Is he away? Good ball through. Sees Tony for his hat trick. Vakatapu setting him up nicely. Tony's so small in comparison to Vakatapu. You can't really tell when he's off there, but when they were stood next to each other celebrating, it just looked like Tahoni was on work experience. He's shadowing Vakatapu. Look. Tony, another one. Got his hat trick there. I think he's our record goal scorer now, by default. I mean, there'll be a lot of records set in these first couple of seasons because none of them exist yet. Well-deserved win. It was a little bit closer in the first half, but once we got a second goal, that was it, I think. £800 for winning that, which isn't bad. What should we get if we win the next one? Oh, we entered in this round. We? Yeah, we must have done. We get 2k if we win the next one, which should be alright. Let's add that to the... Cause look at the expenditure this month, 18 grand. Income, just shy of 5. You are going to need that money. They're going to draw the next round. Is it too much to ask for us to play in a slightly more exciting way? Oh, that's for the humpbacks. I thought that was us. I was thinking, no, we're playing pretty well. It's doing alright. Just want to click continue a couple more times to see if it draws the cup. It's not even on here either. Oh, it's already drawn it. That's why. Must have drawn it beforehand. So we'll be playing the Takaroa Terrors in the quarterfinals of the Mutiny Trophy. They're second in the Development Gold, so one of the senior sides in there. Jordan Esaku is apparently their best player. Well, I'm already scouting him. They play a 4-3-3. I've seen a couple of 4-3-3s this season already. There we go. Well, I will come back in a little while. He looks good. Rated 93. Still not as good as Tahoni, apparently. We will come back for a few matches in the future. We'll just leave it as one for this one because it's a Mutiny Trophy. Probably come back for the Bora Bora and Morpeth matches and see how that goes. Thanks very much for watching. A slightly longer episode next time. We'll see you later.